Hi friends, now let us take up the 13th program in our CFG series. This I want to give you an assignment program because already two projects I have explained in detail. I hope that you have finished them successfully. There is no issue because every bit of thing I explained. However, ultimately I am providing my code also to you. That's why I hope that you successfully finish and then only you move to this. Every time I tell this word. Okay, now this task is printing weekly temperature report. Simple compared to the previous one is a simple one. Actually, here contents and formats I have given. Now again, one more time analysis I tell you. Actually, how many variables are required? That is the first question. Totally 7 plus 2, 9 variables are required. And the second one is how many are input variables? Then 7 are input variable. Weekly temperatures you have to enter, and 2 are output variables. In a processing section, we have to find out the total temperature and the average temperature using corresponding formula. Okay, then this next one, what are the types? Invariably, you must declare them as float because already I told you certain values are float type only by their nature, like distance, price, height, weight, etc., and temperature. All the things are by nature. By nature, those are real values or fractional values. Why those are called real values? Did you think of any time? A real value 32.25 means 32 point. If you take it as 32, it is not a real value. When you mention it as 32.25, that is a real value. That's why those are named as real values. Here in this case, we are calling them as floating point values. Why we call them? Simply floating the point means moving the point. Moving the point, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. This is actually integer number. Once I put a point here, its value is a fractional, it is having certain value. If I put it here, its value is different. If I put it here, its value is different. So in this manner, by by moving the point, we are getting a different value. We never use vertical fractions here like this and all that. In programming, we don't use. Okay, now that point you remember, you should give it float. Already told you, whenever you are giving using float value for reading scanf purpose and printf purpose also, use percentage G symbol, G conversion code. Otherwise, your headache is trailing zeros. If you want to format and all that, you have to face a difficulty. So percentage G use. And so what are the types means floats? What are the names? Actually, many students feel that giving names is very easy because they give for everything A, B, C, D, anything A, B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z. What is the meaning of A? Nobody knows. Now we are not like that. So we are working in a professional way. That's why giving names, actually, in my viewpoint, giving names is the most challenging thing in projects because you have to give them precisely, and at the same time, it should imply the complete meaning. As far as Java is concerned, there is no issue. Complete names, there is no choice at all. Suppose one name I show you in Java: array, index, out of bounds, exception. This is the name of a class. You cannot do anything. If you are a lazy person, get out of Java. Understand? You have to write complete names. If you have to write complete names and all that, there is no challenge. For lazy people, you will not do, other people will write. Okay. As far as C is concerned, it is allowing you to write short names. But conventionally, whatever name you use, that name should represent what it is. That's it. So here, 7 days temperature is there. How you name them means, I tell you, you do not know. Actually, what I told you, we are using camel case. Suppose camel case means average temperature. Like this we are using. As far as this is concerned, you can give a different norm, that is sun temperature, TMPR, month temperature. These sun, month and all that, you can use uppercase. It is not wrong. Actually, why conventions are created? To improve the readability. So, if you write sun temperature means people are confused. It is not readable. That's why all these names you give like this: sun, SUN, MON, like that you give. There is nothing wrong. And one more thing I have to tell you: whenever you have to use abbreviations, you must use uppercase. Suppose you may dearness allowance for employee salary, DA, city compensatory allowance, IT, income tax. Like that, abbreviations are there, popular abbreviations are there. You use uppercase only. Then you need not use lowercase. So, as far as this is concerned, you must use sun temperature, SUN uppercase, month temperature, like that you give. Okay, that giving names. Thereafter, total temperature and all that, there is no issue. Tot, EMPR, average temperature, TMPR. Then people can understand, at least depending on the context, they can understand. No worry. Okay, now format. Strictly follow this format. Format, you may have few challenges, but everything I should not give spoon feeding. You try on your own. Otherwise, ultimately, you can get my code. And finally, one very important thing I tell you. Actually, you may successfully write this program. I think there is no, you definitely you can write. But here, when a professional see your program, appraise your program, he may understand that you don't have common sense. What is the reason, Now you have to give 7 inputs here. 7 inputs. Whenever you are giving inputs and all that, apply your brain. Common sense. What is the temperature? Actually, if you are in a city, generally temperature may be from 25 to, in India, 25 to normal, 40, 35 or so, or 40 is there. Then, when you are in a week, normally 1 degree that side, this side might be there. Here, what I have given 30.1, 32.3, 30, 35, like that I have given. But if you don't have common sense, even though if you are successful in writing program, if you give 50, 60, one day 35, other day 42, other day 21, otherwise minus temperature, like this and all that, as soon as some professional sees your program, immediately your program may be correct. He gives you 20% marks instead of 90%. That's why whenever you are giving input values, apply your brain. Apply your brain. What are the normal temperature? Suppose within a week, those are 1 or 2 degrees difference may be there, not much. And you should not, some students, they talk, sir, in Rajasthan it may be 55 and all that. Rajasthan and USA should not take. You are in India, whatever the normal temperature in the place you take. Whenever somebody asks you, you normally defend yourself. That's why I am telling you, every time you just write this point, underline. Your program documents your stature. Documents your stature means what type of person you are. Whether you are lazy, whether you are over smart, whether you are intelligent, whether you are smart, whether you have common sense or not. All these things, one professional sees your program, they can understand. I can tell you, normally I don't talk to people. Whenever they claim that they are good programmer, good or bad, don't tell. You give me your code. One program if they give, I understand. I can scan them fully. Understand? That's why I am telling you, follow all conventions strictly, whatever I am telling. I am telling you, the 11th program is the starting point of your professionalism. You take it as granted. Otherwise, you ask any professional. 11th program, whatever we are, that is the starting point of your professionalism, and strictly follow the norms. Whenever you are giving inputs and all that, Give inputs normally, applying common sense. What is common sense? I cannot explain you, but depending on the context, you must behave. That is common sense. Okay, so you write this program, and maximum it should not take more than 1 hour. Some people may take within 1 or 2 days. That is not that. Actually, normally, if you are really good, half an hour is enough. But being a beginner, 1 hour is okay for you.